What's happening, guys? Lawson here. It's about 8:30 in the morning, getting a late start. I drove about 2 hours to fish today, but I also woke up a little late. Oh man, this 30-day challenge caught up to me this morning. I was so freaking tired. Like, slept, my alarm went off at 5, and I just like sat there, slept for another 30 minutes, another alarm went off, sat there, slept for another 30 minutes, and finally got up at 6 and drove up here. And to really explain how tired I was, I put every single piece of clothing on backwards or inside out this morning. I am just so out of it. But we made it, we're here. We're about to drop the boat in the water, and we're gonna see if we can get on some reds and trout, and I'm sure we'll catch some snook and jack while we're at it. But we're in a much more redfish rich area right now. And we're gonna get out and do some sight casting, just look along mangroves and see if we can get on some fish, man. I'm stoked. All right, here's the dealio, my friends. Up on the little cooler, light spinning rod, artificial shrimp, 20-pound leader. The water clarity is probably hard for you guys to tell on the GoPro, but it's looking very good. I can see bottom here in about 3 feet. That has got me pretty jacked up right now. Whew, if we can catch a good red, I will be over the moon. A good red, a good trout, a good snook, a good anything would be incredible today. Whew. I have a very long day ahead of me. We'll explain that in a little bit later, but I'm excited. We're gonna creep our way up to this mangrove line and just work the mangroves and really be looking for reds and snook and trout skis cruising the line. Ooh, what you know about that? Some mullet jumping. I think I already see something swirling up in the mangroves up here. I'm very excited for today, if you can't tell. I'm very excited, and hopefully we can jack some fish. Check my drag, and go a little tighter on that. There we go. Oh, there's something. Troutski, I think. Nice, beautiful. I just picked up a swim bait. I've only made like 5 or 6 casts with it. Crushed it. Little guy, but that's awesome. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful little speckled trout right there. Little side note about trout. I always wet my hands, or at least try to remember to always wet my hands before I handle one. They're very, very fine scaled fish, similar to like rainbow trout and brown trout, even though they're actually not related to them at all. Their closest relative is a redfish or like a croaker. Black drum, they're in the drum family. They have really fine scales, so handling them with dry hands, their scales are so like delicate that they'll stick to your hands and you can rip them off. So it's always good to wet your hands before you handle them for the health of those fish. This is in fact a catfish. The ticket right here, just a little twitch bait. There's so many glass minnows around. Oh, I see a good trout cruising up here. Tons of glass minnows around and like little tiny greenies, so why not throw something that looks like a greenie? Oh gosh, ladyfish. Okay. Oh, a little cuda actually. Baby stankaruda. Oh, I just dropped a good fish in there. Son of a gun. This dolphin is literally just sitting here like circling my boat waiting for me to hook something. Uh-oh, dolphin. I'm not gonna hit it, but I'm just gonna try to scare it. Get lost. Dude, this thing sucks. I know dolphin, like, I admire them for how intelligent they are, and they're very beautiful creatures, but they piss me off. Like, this thing is literally just circling my boat trying to poach fish from me. Gosh, man, I'm getting a ton of engagements, but no eats. I didn't want to say something earlier because I just assumed I was wrong. I thought I saw a school of ballyhoo, and I did in fact just net a bunch of ballyhoo. That's crazy. This, my friends, right here is a ballyhoo, also known as a half-beak. You can find them inshore, it's just not super common. And this is probably one of the most popular baits used offshore for trolling. You can live bait them too, but they're mainly pre-rigged and used for trolling for dolphin and tuna and kingfish and stuff like that. And I just accidentally caught like half a dozen, almost a dozen of them. This guy didn't make it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. But that's pretty interesting. So we're gonna keep trying to catch some finger mullet, but we right now have mullet, pinfish, and ballyhoo in the well, and that's pretty sweet. All right, here's the dealio, my friends. We've been fishing some artificials all morning, caught trout, jumped a bunch of ladyfish, seen some small snook, but we have not been connecting with the fish I've been wanting to connect with. So, netted some finger mullet. We are now gonna be cruising the mangrove line, pitching a live mullet instead of artificials, and this should work pretty darn good for us here. The setup I'm using is actually my fiance Chelsea, so don't tell her I'm using it. We're gonna be fishing this mullet the exact same way we're fishing our artificial. The only difference is that we'll let this kind of sit and marinate inside pockets, where like the artificial, we kind of are like bumping it out really quick. See if a red or a snook decides to come out and just hammer the living bejeepus out of them. And then we're gonna pull them out, put them in the next pocket. And also really gonna be paying attention for cruising fish. Oh my gosh, there's a school of like butternut finger mullet right here in front of me, like way smaller than the ones I even have. Like these are the size baits I want. These are like the size of the ones that I wanted for flipping these mangroves. Kicker in reverse. It's like a 30 and like a 25, 28. Just cruising. Here he is right here. Really clear flat right in front of me. I can already see some snook up here cruising. Oh, big fish. That might be a big trout or a big red, dude. Or a good red. Oh my gosh. He didn't get it. It's a big red. There it is. Boom, baby. Yeah. Good red. Oh, not in the mangroves, bud. Not in the mangroves. Not today, Sonny. Not today. Hell yeah, baby. Golly. How good was that freaking pop? Oh. Right there, I kind of had to maintain my composure because he missed the bait 3 times, but I thought he got it, and I just like had to like tell myself, wait till it gets tight, wait till it gets tight, because he didn't have it. But I mean, the way he ate, you'd think he had it. And I just said, oh, we're coming up to a really nice clear flat. We should be able to see a fish across this. And I just see him poke his head right out of the mangroves. And there she comes, boys. There she comes. It's not a giant, but it's a good one. Very good one. Oh my gosh, that hook never even went through the whole part of his mouth. It was just hanging in his mouth like that. And that's what this morning's all about right there. That is a solid redfish. I'd guess 25, 26 inches. Absolute stud. Oh, I could not be more stoked right now. It's been a tough few days of fishing, and he is the reward for suffering through it, I suppose. What an awesome fish, man. We're gonna release him and keep pitching. I think there's a lot of fish to be caught. Yes, baby. freaking stoked right now. All right, some finger mullet for the win. What a solid fish. Whew, my heart's pumping. Gosh, that was great. Him eating on the surface like that, oh, that is gnarly. God, dude, that redfish just ate that mullet with so much like grr. Like he was like, I'm going to murder this mullet. How dare he even show his face on my flat right now? Like it wasn't like he went up and inspected it. He came out full throttle and was like, you are going to die, son. Oh, that's so cool. I've seen a few like good sized snooks on like slots and like just upper slots cruising, and I've pitched out a ton of them. They are just not into it like that redfish was. I do not think I've ever seen a fish into anything as much as that redfish was into trying to destroy this finger mullet. That was, oh, I could relive that moment 1,000 times in my head of watching that fish poke his head out of the mangroves across this big sand flat, pitching a mullet up to him and him instantly being like locked eyes with it. Oh, it's going down now. Bro, just a freaking stud trout. Oh, that's painful to even watch that fish swim around. Here's another one. Oh, I think he hit my fishing line. Oh my God, no. Oh, come back for it. There's a snook and a redfish. Like, almost like they're like cornering. We're just gonna freaking sling buddy way the heck up in there. One of you fish, do something productive for me here. Oh, like that. He's trying to get it. There's two fish. There's a snook and a red, like competing for this mullet right now. Oh, the snook might seal the deal on them. Gosh, they're being real skittish, man. Another little one. There's so many reds. I might have to just pop on like a little finger mullet really quick and just, because these fish are like, it's like 18-inch reds, like 22-inch snook. Like they're not quite big enough to eat this, like at least pipe this mullet in one go. Red's right under it. There he is, baby. I had to play that fish out for so long. Oh, he just popped off. You suck. Oh. Heartbreak. He's right here. He wasn't. Oh, dude. Something just grabbed my dead mullet when I threw it up in there. What the heck? He just slurped my dead mullet off. Okay. I know something that's gonna work. It shouldn't, but it's gonna. Those ballyhoo that I netted earlier, I only netted like 10 of them or so, but they're all dead, as one might expect from a bunch of ballyhoo sitting in a square live well. Dude, this little snook just ate that dead ballyhoo. Oh, so sick. Oh, there he goes. Perfect. All right. Easy enough to release a snook that size like that. Big snook right here. Biggest one I've seen all day. Easily a 36. Honestly, that mullet I threw at him is probably so small. He's like, get this little dink head away from me. He just swam right underneath it, but not any intention of trying to eat it. Absolutely the biggest one I've seen all day. Stud. Total stud. That's one of the hard parts that we're doing right here. If I was trying to catch fish like that specific fish, I would only be throwing like a 7-inch, like a 5 to 7-inch finger or a silver mullet. But to like get a lot of bites, we need to be throwing a mullet like this size. That's hard, you know. Have a fish like that come by and kind of realistically, you know, he may just be like, ooh, finger mullet, I'll just take a French fry on the go kind of thing. But realistically, when I throw a bait the size of a fish like of that caliber, I know there's no point. Like, I know he's not gonna eat it. There's still no reason not to try, but it's just like, that guy, he's eating big meals. He's a Big Mac type of guy. He don't want no French fries. It's my McDonald's analogy working. We're gonna work down this line and make a handful of more casts and see if we can maybe find one more fish. The dilemma right now is it's 12 in the afternoon, like 12:30. I need to get editing a video to get up tonight, but I also am gonna go from here and fish another location. Like, I'm not going home, so I'm gonna go stop at a friend's house and go edit, and then continue on my fishing mission today. So I would love to just stay here and crack a bunch of fish, but we're coming from here, we're gonna go to like a redfish mecca. So I'm okay with cutting a session early to go get a second session in. All right, let's gun it. Gotta hit the road. Got more fish to catch this afternoon. All right, that is it for this morning's video or today's video. Awesome day, cracked a solid red. I saw so many fish and had like a ton of different engagements from fish that I couldn't even fit into a video. The video would have been 2 hours long. Like, I legitimately, like, not over exaggerating at all, probably saw 60 snook today, 15 reds, like 20 trout, and a bajillion ladyfish. It was an incredible day, but we are gonna wrap up like this video, and I'm gonna put the final touches on editing, and then it's off to fish elsewhere this afternoon. And my lovely friend Jacob here was kind enough to let me come crash at his house and do some editing, because instead I was gonna go sit inside of a McDonald's until they kicked me out and edit. So he said I could come here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. 30-day challenge, rolling right along. I feel very rejuvenated. I needed a day like today, just whacking a solid fish, and hopefully it only keeps getting better and better. That's it for me, guys. Until next time, see ya.